over Memorial Day weekend, we tried to go out and do some kayak fishing. Went with my brother and my dad and my nephew. And the morning started out okay. We were trolling lures, and then shortly after we got out there, the wind started blowing and the waves got too high for my kayak. So they kept coming over the bow. Eventually I ended up filling up the kayak with water and literally had to bail my way out of the fishing trip. Yeah, this thing is so full of water. We decided to go home and do some work on the yard. Give you a little tour of the backyard. We got a new cover on our gazebo and a picnic table. Rebuilt our garden pond and raised our waterfall up higher for more noise. Hung up some hummingbird feeders and also a birdhouse we had hung. I noticed there's some birds building a nest in there for the first time. I built this one last summer. And we rebuilt a section of the fence and expanded part of the yard. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is put a raised flower bed right here. And I'm gonna repurpose some of the old fence to try to do that. We'll see how that goes. That's my project for today. Stay tuned and see how this thing turns out. I've never done one before, but figured what the heck, got a lot of plants to put in, and it's a good time to start a garden anyway. I'm going to use this material from the old fence to build the garden planter. There should be enough material here. Alright, first thing I gotta do is get the cars out of the garage, and then I'll get my tools out and start cutting some wood. I'm gonna do a 8x4 rectangle, and we'll probably do, thinking 18 or 20 inches high. So, be a good day to do a little garden project. It's a little windy, but it's warm.
Go, Mr. Mass Manufacturer.
Like my little jig?
I do, it's perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's a plan.
Yeah. Alright, so the idea now, I'm going to attach, I decided to make it 20 inches high, put a 4x4 in each corner, by 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, and I'm going to attach the side rails to the 4x4s with screws, and then I'll probably do 3 rails high, and then I have the little pickets I cut out. And I trimmed the 45s on there. These will go along the side when we're done. So hopefully that'll hold in the dirt, but we'll find out. Alright, so here's what I have for the finished frame. Got the 4x4s in the corner. And then I decided to put a couple of these 2x4 right in the middle to support the up and down on these guys, because I leaned on the one over there and it started to crack in the middle. Of course you can tell that's a super rotten board. My idea for these pickets is going to be, I was thinking I could put them on the outside or I could put them on the inside. I'm really not sure. I guess since I made them fancy on top, I'll probably put them on the outside. So we'll screw those onto the perimeter. And then my idea is, once I get it located where we want it, I'm going to fill probably 2/3 of it with pine needles. Hey Brad, how about we go eat lunch, huh? Yeah. Alright, we'll be back. So after lunch, Brad and I got all the pickets screwed on, and we brought the whole thing out into the yard here, got it leveled out, and now we're ready to fill it up with some pine needles and dirt. So my idea behind the pine needles is when they sit in a pile for a while, like we've had here, we've got, these have probably been here for 2 years, but what I noticed is after they sit for a while, the bottom of the pile starts turning into this dirt, kind of starts breaking down into soil. So this is what I'm hoping will happen in the bottom of our planter, or our raised garden. So what I'm doing is just loading up all these pine needles and carting them over to the garden box. So there's a section of our yard here that's got this hill here behind my trailer, and dirt here is really nice, be good gardening dirt. So I think what I'm going to do is get my dirt from here after I get rid of a bunch of those dandelions, taper this hill down, and then maybe eventually that'll help me get my kayaks out of the back of my cargo trailer without having to pull it forward. Okay, so that'll be our last load of dirt for today. I have an idea I'll be coming back here for more dirt as the garden settles and composts. So may be able to get that trailer door open how it is now, but I'm sure I'll be back and working on it some more. So anyway, let's throw this last load of dirt into the garden and maybe get some plants put in and we'll finish. Okay, so I got everything planted and cleaned up. We got our lights installed. We got some tomato plants put in. Got some leaf lettuce growing. I think these are zucchinis or cucumbers. Some carrots. And this end is kind of a mix of hot peppers. I'm not sure if they'll go or not. And of course, our little solar lights. We drilled these little holes and got these at Walmart. Slam those in so we can enjoy seeing the garden at night, or at least keep an eye on it maybe. If you're wondering where I got my idea for this garden, been watching a lot of YouTube lately, and I came across a channel called Gardener Scott, and he's got some great advice and tips on building gardens, and he inspired me to throw something together out of our old privacy fence parts when we tore it down. I think this is going to work great. The beauty of it is it's all cedar, and it's like pre-weathered, and I have plenty of parts to replace it with. I could even build more of these gardens. Hope you enjoyed this project. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Let's do this the easy way.